My father, the bride, you know, I'm the guy who paid for this, so I get the opportunity to run my mouth. You know, my teleprompter broke, okay? So I'm going to pull a Sarah Palin. I actually called her to keep me on track.
Right on your hand.
What now?
Right on your hand.
No, nothing there. But benvenuto. Welcome to the day that I've been dreaming of for quite a while. The wedding day of my daughter and my new son, Josh. And my name is Aversa, as you all recognize, and that is an Italian name. And those of you who are thinking that perhaps, you know, there will be a lineup where I will be giving favors out this afternoon to those, particularly my brother-in-law Brad over there. He had some job he wanted me to do for the down in the county. The 50% Italian tonight is not Sicilian, so that's not going to happen. Just want to get out of the way first of all. Now, I hope my beautiful daughter doesn't mind me telling her age, but today is one of these wonderful, important days in not only her life but my life. And it harkens back to a day quite a while back, August 1st, 1984. And I remember it very well. This was at Trident Regional Medical Center in Charleston, South Carolina, and Audra's being born. And this was back then. We didn't know her sex until the day she was born. And she came out, and we looked at her face, and she was bald, and it looked like Aversa. I said, well, I got a boy! Yeah! But the only thing that was confusing was because she was bald. And fortunately for Josh, turned out to be a girl. Now, every day I think about this. When I think about that day, yeah, it brings smiles to me, but it also brings tears. And today, you know, April 10th, 2010 is another one of those days that I'll never forget. And it will always, you know, be deep in my heart. You know, Don and I are very, very happy to celebrate this occasion with all of you. We're so happy that you came from so far away. All our friends and family being here is just a great thing. Thank you so much. I met Josh's family for the first time yesterday. They're great people, and I look forward to a long, long familial history with you from now on. Now, Josh, you know how special Audra is. And some of you may not know how special she is, but she is totally unique. She is a precious gem. Now, there are not many women in this world who can say, when they were a senior in high school, they were not only the homecoming queen, but also won the senior physics award. That is great. Now, Josh, I know you think you really got it great with her, but there are a couple things that you do. There are a couple things that are going to occur here in the near future that you may not be prepared for, and I'll try to bring those to your attention.
Sounds like you're in trouble.
Number one,
It's a little late.
Is that?
I said it's a little late.
Well, on purpose. The first thing you're going to find is your in-laws. I've got a pickup truck, and either both of us, or one of us, are we delivering a vehicle up here that carries with it what I imagine to be the world's largest collection of sheet music, music books, fairy paraphernalia that's ever been assembled in North America. It currently resides in what is supposed to be my storage shed. That will be delivered to you very shortly. Let's see. Got to go back to my notes because I don't have my teleprompter. Number two, you probably recognize this these days on your career, but whenever you get an Aversa added to your auto insurance bill, you inherit the speeding trait of Al Aversa and my brother Tom, who's a king of speeding. Of course, he gets most of his written off. The other thing, I know you've been introduced to the demon cat, Lila. Now, you've just been a transient with her. Now you get her as a full-time. And speaking of demons, now, Audrey, you do have the 3-disc trilogy of The Godfather, right? Have you watched The Godfather with Audrey? Now you remember the scene where Connie Corleone Ricci gets upset with her husband Carlo, I think for some various disagreement, and she starts taking all the wedding china and crystal and just breaks it and trashes it everywhere. Now Josh, you may think that's just the movie. I'm here to tell you, now I've been working on this research for some time. Some of you don't know me, I am a scientist. And I've been working on a study, I hope to get the paper published. But what I've determined is that all females that have at least 12.5% Italian blood in their veins turn out to be raving maniacs. Can I get an amen from Brother Ray? Amen. And as you can see, I want to warn the audience, there are several of these women here today. So be careful. Oh, I do have one other thing. You know, after that little trouble there with Carlo and his wife Connie, did Carlo have? Did Connie have a brother? I think his name was Sonny, right? Sonny. There was a street scene in there where Sonny expressed his displeasure with Carlo. I want to reintroduce you to your new brother-in-law. Tony, would you raise your hand? That's Tony, a.k.a. Little Frankie. And he loves his sister very much. Probably more than Sonny Corleone.
Hey, Frank, he's got backup, too.
Yeah. Well, there's lots of them. But we may not be around, so we got to work on the younger generation, okay? Okay, all kidding aside, I want to give you guys some advice. Now, the great hair I've got here gives me the opportunity to give you advice. Relish the time you guys have together, doing the things you love to do together that brought you together. And I see the evidence of it here. Scrabble and music. Okay? And that's important, that you have things that you love to do. Your mother and I share a love of music. That love of music started together on July 3rd, 1976 at Bicentennial Park in New Bern, North Carolina, where we saw Harry Chapin on our first date. And we're still going strong. You still remember that? And I tell you what, when Josh was at my house the other week for your shower, and he picked up my bass guitar and started playing, and Donna came running in the other room, wow, I tell you what, I've got new names for you folks. There's an old album, it's by Buck Dorman, it's called Flat Out. I'm sure everybody knows that one. But it's got a song called Born to Rock. And it talks about the Thunderbird and the Beauty Queen. And now I know what he was talking about, who he was talking about back then in '77. The Thunderbird and the Beauty Queen. Now I want to give you a little bit of a taste. If we have glasses here, I would like to have glasses. If we got glasses, it'd be nice. I don't know
whatever you got to drink.
But you'll have to excuse me because I am an East Carolina pirate, okay? And the minister's not here, so he'll get away with this. My apologies in advance. Here's to health and prosperity, to you and all your posterity, and them that doesn't drink with sincerity, that they be damned to eternity. Arr! And I'll finish with Italian. Andiamo a festeggiare. Let's go party.